All right. So respectfully, um, I'm just hopping straight to Monday. We're replaying today. I just want to. Um, Obviously still at all-time highs. Friday was still a banger of a move. Um, FOMC did nothing to this momentum. We did fill that gap though, very nicely, tidily. Yeah, I was watching. I'm a big Ninja Trader guy now, right? So I was watching that, and yeah, the pros were struggling with that, man. Not that I want people to struggle, but um, it's just kind of nice to know, like, oh, I'm not the only one getting a little goofy, getting a little confused around all that stuff. I mean, you just get used to playing this huge uptrend, which again, like I said, my cope my cope is like, okay, I'm doing well in this uptrend, and Reddit's like, anybody can do well in an uptrend, dude. And then my boss is like, uh, it's all time highs, and that makes it really difficult. So it's just like, it's all the noise, dude. Um, but you gotta keep going. I feel like this could be a lesson in like market conditions, like don't, you know, not that like don't trade FOMC, but honestly, like I don't know, the more you trade, sometimes it feels like I'm not profitable yet, so I need more hours and stuff. If I was like really comfortable as a trader, um, it might be good to just be like, I'm just gonna skip FOMC weeks, just take that week off. Like you want to be in the charts, but I think at some point you simply don't. I'm trying to be real careful here, just see when this actually turns into Monday. I think it's right here where it says Monday. Yeah. So let's just see if overnight bounces around here. Um, I've also been thinking about trading. You should be thinking about trading always. I don't know. So now turn your brain off when you're looking at the charts or when you're actually trading. But no, I do listen to a lot of trading podcasts. I listen to those order flow lab guys who are on Ninja Trader Live. And um and I realized like I think it's going to be a while before I can actually execute with order flow. Oh no, okay, we're good. Okay, I'm kind of scared now though. Hang on, because it does say 9 o'clock, but if I go down to a lower time frame, is it gonna say 9:30? I think it is. That's really annoying. Okay. So it's still obviously bouncing out of these time zones, higher time frame zones. Okay. I think this was a 4 hour, right? Or a daily. Let's just call it 4 hour. Okay, I don't want to keep doing that, so I'm gonna take play it safe. Friday. I'm on the 15 minute. Yeah, I was thinking about it. I was thinking about how I got good, or yeah, see, oh yeah, you sneaky bugger, trying to get me in there. I don't think so. Okay, I didn't see that. It's just like, why does it do that? Okay, why do you skip ahead when you go down, dude? I don't get it. Set it to the latest time at the time. Whatever. I'm sorry. Okay. We're consolidating here. Um, but I do, this looks pretty bullish to me. I mean, we're bouncing up out of, we're bouncing out of higher time frame zones. Volumes building higher. POCs are building higher. It looks like it bounced around this POC from a couple days ago. It is building a little node right here, and I wonder if that's just kind of pre-market churn. I don't really know, honestly, but um, let's see what happens. So we're looking at the 5 minute right now. Um, yeah, I had something to say about the 5 minute. It's a nice little, you know. I don't want to forget about the 5 minute because I came up on the 5 minute, man. Um, I don't think I think in my early supply and demand days, I was back and forth between the 5 and the 1. It was kind of just like whoever was telling me like their strategy at the time. Um, and yeah, so I realized that I'm mostly going to slow this down because I was not. I think I need to actually like think about what I'm doing. Um, I bounce. Nice little bounce right out of there. Didn't even need to draw this. Let's see if it comes back. We are kind of building higher and higher. Um, market open is right here, and we're starting to push above VWAP into this area. Goofed. Ooh, damn. Uh, what I was saying about the 5 minute. Yeah, so order flow stuff costs money, unfortunately. I think there's a couple kind of cheap ways to deal with it that I don't really want to deal with right now. Um, so I'm like, okay, I am spending a lot of energy learning about it. I still want to learn it. Um, but is it, shouldn't I be hammering down like what I know? Um, or what I know I can succeed at? I mean, this profile is very P-shaped. There's a node up there. Yeah, I'll take that. Let's see what happens. Let's buy that ticket. Uh, so I started going back and looking at some old videos. Doyle Exchange is a guy who sells a Discord. Never joined the Discord, but he has some just basic videos like outlining actual supply and demand setups. And it's super. I feel like anytime I get mixed up, I get in a swirl. Like I need to like. I think this applies for a lot of traders. You need to just like dial it back and feel like I don't know what the fuck is happening right now. Just dial it back. Take it easy. Like simplify things. Obviously lower your risk and stuff. Also, I'm talking about this like I blew an account. Like I had a couple of bad trades last video. Like I've been doing pretty good. But I think one thing I need to work on is having those trades affect me less. Another thing is just the macro thought of like, okay, I'm not going to be able to do order flow until like I don't want to pay for order flow tools unless I'm making money with trading. So I'm going to lean on price action, supply and demand. So maybe go back and look at some stuff. And that guy trades on 5 minute, which I used to do. It felt kind of slow, but like I was trading at work too, and it was like that's kind of nice. 5 minute. you have some time to make a decision. Your risk is going to be a lot wider, but um, you might have more conviction behind a move. You might not have as many fake outs. So that's something I'm toying with. I think I should go back and like replay some of these days on the 5 minute. Um, Not that it'll necessarily fix anything that went wrong previously, but I think it'll be good to get myself in gear if I'm going to be trading at work again, which I am. I don't plan on quitting before I make a lot of money. I don't plan on quitting at all, actually, at the moment. A little noisy, but definitely up. Yeah, it's like, what is going on, man? This thing is just flying. And this down here, like if we're being strict, this was a no-go just because it broke below that. Didn't break below this. So I was, you know, this is just one of those how many zones do you really want to draw? Um I like this zone better than this zone though. So I'm okay with that. I think it's okay sometimes to like this only wicked below the zone. I like after looking at order flow, I think it is really okay to take a break of the zone sometimes like this. Take that long, but that is hindsight for one, and I don't have the tools to look at that. So let's just I think it's just better to play it safe. Obviously the profile is extending. Still this P shape, but we're building up here. It's going to take a lot of volume to move the POC up, but it already did it today. So let's see. Yeah. Yeah, we did catch a nice one right at the open there. And again, I usually don't like to do that, but that worked out, and that obviously would have been nice runner, a nice runner from down here, if you're done. But yeah, I was kind of surprised actually that it seemed really convicted in in the beginning. It was like it was attacking that VWAP and it just pushed straight above it at the open. That that is like, okay, what are we gonna do here? You want to go up? I'll go with you. Um, that made me want to go long and all this stuff as well. Obviously, this was a 5 minute zone that it busted through and then turned into support right there. And that looks like it was also a value area low. Um, that's why I took that trade. And yeah, man, it's like I think this is my first time trading all time highs. And if I had never traded them before, um, I think a trade like that, I would be like, oh yeah. Well, first of all, I might not even be long. Um, but I was like, we've kept making all time highs for so many days. It's like normally it's like we're so high. Why would you hold a runner long past the ATH? But it just keeps doing it. So it's like, okay, maybe we're just gonna go higher. This is one of those instances where it's like, um, it can't go any higher than this. Yeah, it can, bro. It's doing it right now. So yeah, once again, POC moved up. Look at this. Just look at where the volume is. It's moving higher and higher within this day. Uh, this is the highest volume. Next highest volume. Next highest volume down here. Next highest volume down here. It, they're just moving it higher. Um, it's really consolidating right now, but yeah, it's like the same kind of, it's like the same length of consolidation kind of down there. So this could go either way. I'm not crazy about taking this. Apart from the risk of this candle and just the fact that it didn't really close above here, it just wicked. So I'm gonna play safe, but I I just think it's gonna keep going. It's really just like, where are you gonna get back in? It is funny how slow the bar replay is. Like you wouldn't think it would be that like take that long to load one bar, but it's just so suspenseful when you click the forward button once. Okay, okay, girl. Okay, girl. Hang on, girl. What's going on here? Pushing away from the pionk. Still just move out. It is 2:25 in the day. I don't love this setup, but man, I'm gonna be careful with it. I'm not gonna take that. Just push a little higher, man. Right? God damn it. I think that was it. This might have been it right here. It's also, I know we talked about like, I'm always saying like, I'm gonna stop doing the one-to-one fixed because gotta use structure, bro. I keep saying that, but also at all-time highs, like what, like what structure do you use, dude? People use Fibonacci. I'm not used to fibs. I don't know how to use them. I'm sure you can use a fib for that. Um, I'm not in this trade, but I want to see if it gets to that high because it seems like this is the one to push you out of there. Get a little grindy, but there it is. Yeah, so that would work. Yep. That's why I said take it slow, boy. I am cautious though because I have caught a nice winner off the rip. If you're playing this right, you're holding a runner still. Um, I mean maybe not right, but if you are holding a runner still, uh, you're not necessarily like. Can you imagine averaging up to like look for a new entry all the way up here if you've had a runner from down here? Like just let it ride, brother. Just let it ride. You know what I'm saying? Getting a little flush. Maybe down to the POC. Maybe down to the POC. Good bounce here. Good bounce here. I'm not gonna take the first jump. I want to see. I want to see something. It's also. I'm not gonna take shit, man. It's fucking four. It's three something. It's almost four. But let's see you break that. Oof. The wick. Like this. Actually, this would have been if it wasn't the end of the day, and if this was a better. I mean, maybe just if it wasn't the end of the day, this would be probably the move right here. You have this. This is not stopping. You broke this little wick. You got a higher low. That's a nice candle. Man, boy, that's a good. There's a little bit of opportunity today, man. A little bit of opportunity after a rough week. Let's see what that looks like too. That's as far as yeah, that's pretty low risk. Um, I bet it's just. I mean, what is it? We're just flushing out whatever's left. Ooh, did not take out that eye, but there you go. Bye. Okay. Oh, that's 20 minutes already. Shit. That's what happens when you play on 1x. But yeah, that it was nice getting two days done on replay in 20 minutes, but um I think I was missing a lot of shit and I was making bad decisions, which could have been the mushrooms. But yeah, isn't that crazy? It just even got higher up here. Volume. Okay, I feel really good about that. I mean, obviously you feel good when you take a opening trade that just could have run all freaking day, dude. But that was nice. That was nice. That was a nice comeback. 139 ish if you closed at the close. All right, boys.